Hi, and welcome to Media Stories. What is the difference between Coca-Cola and Pepsi? Coca-Cola and Pepsi, the top two carbonated drink in the world. Even though now both are conglomerates, these two companies had a modest beginning. They were both developed by pharmacists in the 19th century. Coca-Cola was created with an addition of coca leaves and cola nuts to soda water. Pepsi was created with the addition of pepsin to soda water. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are beverages typically consumed with fast foods like burgers or fried chicken, or as a refreshment drink. Most people know of the fierce and often humorous advertisement wars between the two. These companies are each other's top competitors and have been since the 20th century. It is not just the companies that are in this particular war, their fans are too. Although some people don't have an exact preference between the two, you may meet some who have a die-hard loyalty to either Coca-Cola or Pepsi. They will only drink that particular brand and are often disappointed when a restaurant or fast food joint doesn't have their favorite soft drink. Even if you are a zealot of one brand, do you know how these two differ from each other? This article explores the beginning of the two soft drinks and how exactly they are different from one another. Coke versus Pepsi. Both Pepsi and Coke are carbonated soft drinks with similar flavors. Coke was invented first by Dr. John S. Pemberton in 1886 Atlanta, Georgia. It was invented as a form of soft drink, which was extremely popular at those times. Currently, it is manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company. The drink has a vanilla raisin-type flavor and it is less sweet than its competitor Pepsi. Coca-Cola has the bigger share of the cola market, but its revenue is less than Pepsi's. Pepsi was invented by Caleb D. Bradham in 1893. He invented the drink to help alleviate the pain of stomach ulcers. Currently, the drink is manufactured by PepsiCo. The ingredient which differentiates Pepsi from Coca-Cola is citrus flavor. Pepsi is also sweeter than Coca-Cola. Pepsi only has a 31% share in the cola market, but it generates greater annual revenue than Coca-Cola. What is Coke? Coke is a carbonated soft drink that had its beginning in 1886. It is manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company. The tagline used by the company to promote the drink is, "Real Magic." History of Coca-Cola. Dr. John S. Pemberton, a pharmacist working out of Atlanta, Georgia, concocted Coke in the May of 1886. During that period, soda water was a very popular drink. Shop owners used to add a variety of ingredients to the mineral water they sold. One day, Dr. Pemberton decided to add a mixture of coca leaf, nerve tonic and stimulant, and cola nut, stimulant, to the soda water. He took his concoction to a pharmacy that was down the street, named Jacob's Pharmacy. The owner did a taste test and approved it. He then placed the drink on sale for 5 cents. Frank M. Robinson was Dr. Pemberton's partner and bookkeeper. He thought the two C's would look good together and put forth the name, Coca-Cola. Alas, Dr. Pemberton never knew the true prospect of his drink. Over the years, he sold off parts of his soda business, selling the last remaining amount to Asa G. Candler in 1892. It was Candler who turned Coke into the giant corporation it is today. What is Pepsi? Pepsi is a carbonated soft drink introduced in 1893 by Caleb D. Bradham. The drink is currently manufactured by PepsiCo. Pepsi's current tagline to attract consumers is, "Rise up, baby." History of Pepsi. Caleb D. Bradham was a pharmacist and a soda fountain proprietor. During the 1890s, he concocted a drink to help soothe dyspepsia, upset stomach, and to alleviate the suffering caused by peptic ulcers. He called this drink, Brad's Drink. The drink was renamed Pepsi-Cola in 1898 and then finally Pepsi in 1961. Over time, the drink garnered popularity and sales increased. However, after World War I, tragedy struck and the company ended up going bankrupt. Eventually, Charles Guth ended up buying the brand. After its acquisition, Guth devised strategies to make Pepsi compete with Coca-Cola. He recreated the drink to make its flavor almost identical to Coca-Cola's. Then he started selling them at half the price at which cola was selling. During the Great Depression, cola refused to lower its prices because of the power it held in the market. This led to an increase in the number of buyers for Pepsi. In time, Pepsi gained popularity and loyal customers. In 1950, Pepsi got a 10% of the shares in the U.S. carbonated soft drinks market. After its success, Pepsi ditched its strategy of selling at half price and increased its rates. Since then, the two companies, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, have been engaged in advertising wars which continue to this day. Main differences between Coke and Pepsi, in points. Coca-Cola was invented first, by Pemberton in 1886. Pepsi was invented almost a decade later by Bradham in 1898. Coke is manufactured by the Coca-Cola Company. Pepsi is manufactured by PepsiCo. In terms of sweetness, Pepsi is sweeter than Coke. A can of Coca-Cola contains about 160 calories, while a can of Pepsi contains approximately 150 calories. Pepsi is differentiated from Coke by the drink's citrusy flavor. Coke tends to have a vanilla raisin-type flavor. The Coca-Cola Company has 42% of the cola market share. In contrast, Pepsi has 31%. In short, the top two carbonated drinks, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, have many unique features. Both had humble beginnings and are now huge conglomerates. A few things that people use to tell the drinks apart are the sweet flavor and the citrusy flavor of Pepsi. Pepsi is comparatively sweeter than Coca-Cola. This is also one reason why some people may prefer Pepsi to Coke. In addition to their famous carbonated drinks, the two companies also own numerous other brands. Some of the brands owned by Coca-Cola are Tab, Fanta, Fruitopia, Minute Maid, Nestea, Capri Sun, etc. Pepsi is the owner of Tropicana, Mountain Dew, Lay's, Doritos, Quaker, Cheetos, 7-Up, Aquafina, Lipton, etc. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep explore.